Hey guys, so we recently got Fennec Shand. I always say that last part wrong. It's Shand though. She's now going to be a new character coming out in the game. And, you know, the timing here is kind of suspect because they could have easily dropped her back when they did like the IG-11 and Queel guys with Beskar Mando from the TV show. But also, she is a part of the Bad Batch TV show as well, so I mean, maybe it's like the better timing to have her come out after all that. Anyways, I just want to kind of make this into a video because I think there's some potential here for another GL. I'm not sure if we're going to be getting another pair of GLs like typically that we do get. But I definitely think this is going to lead into some big GL character. And I think this is one of the first few requirements for that next GL. So coming into the game, we're going to read about her kit a little bit. This is not a kit reveal video. I want to kind of go and expound upon what she means coming out and what it's going to kind of look like for the next little bit in the game for like farming and new characters and all that. So the Bad Batch were like part of the TV show, right? They have to be dropped in. That's kind of like what they do for CG in the game. They always usually have something tied in with the movie or the show. And that's the Bad Batch. So the Bad Batch was like the last, I would say, like actual team that was released. And before then, we got, you know, IG-11, Queel, and then coming over here to like the Scoundrels, we got Beskar Mando. He was a legendary, right? And yeah, he was out here. I'm trying to figure out where they all are. They're all down here. Like even Cara Dune and Grief. Like those are all like the Mandalorian TV show guys, right? Even Bo-Katan. So, now that we see, like, this new Fennec Shand coming out in the game, a lot of things are, like, being brought up. You know, is it going to be, like, some new legendary kind of event? Because the Mandalorian Beskar, I mean, he was the last legendary to my knowledge, right? He's pretty good. You know, he's got a fantastic ship. That's a great little ship there with Executor. But what does Fennec mean? You know, coming over here to, like, the whole Bounty Hunter faction, there's a lot of stuff here. I still think, you know, with or without Fennec, I still believe the best bounty hunter team in the game is with both Fets, Bosk, the OG Mando, and then Grief. That is hands down like the best 5 bounty hunters. So when we're looking at Fennec's kit a little bit, let's go over here again. This is, let's see, I think this is the Dev Insight. The kit reveal, though, itself, and you guys are reading this. If you guys haven't read it, go ahead and feel free to read it all. But, you know, a lot of this has more synergy, not like within the bounty hunters like that one Bosk or the Jango Fett-led bounty hunter team. This is more to do with, like, Beskar Mando, I feel like, in IG-11 and Queel. Because she does have the bounty hunter synergy, but it seems like there is more synergy to do with the actual Scoundrels themselves. But, yet again, she does have her payout. Her payout's one thing that is like, it's a tougher thing to acquire, I feel like. It says here when you do get the payout done with whatever the bounty hunter lead is, you get all this stuff here. The biggest thing is the seasoned veteran. It's awesome. You get all these bonuses. If you come back up here, scroll to the top, it kind of reads it off, I think, somewhere. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe, oh, that's overconfident. She has 2 different things, overconfident and then also the seasoned veteran. And that's actually till the end of the battle, which is super, super nice. But one thing I want to read here that I find super interesting is, oh, where is it again? It's on her, I think, her first special. She only has a basic and 1 special, so just 2 abilities, which is kind of nice. And it's really nice, actually, since this is on a cooldown of 2. You could really start spamming this a lot of times. But it says here, I'm trying to find where it says this. If Fennec has seasoned veteran, this can't be evaded, and you have an additional stack of armor shreds. So 2 armor shreds with this 1 ability. So with you know, with every single ability, the basic and her first special, if she has seasoned veteran, she has some more things to go along with it. Like on this one, she can ignore taunts and all that sort of stuff. So I mean, a lot of great things here, but that only has to play in part with bounty hunters. So why release a character like this that has such synergy with both sides when we already have a really great bounty hunter team? I feel like this is going to be kind of setting us up for something down the line. I think this is like part 1 of 2 or 3 or whatever you want to say of some next big team in the game, and I think she is one of the underlying factors to make that team very strong. because this, I'm trying to find out. I just read it last night for the first time, but it's like the overconfident thing. She can share this. It says here on this ability, this is like a great ability, by the way, Armor Shred, and then all dark side scoundrels gain overconfident. And then if they already have it, then she uses again. And if everybody has that dark side scoundrel, she gives it out to all scoundrels instead. So like, this is really strong because overconfident, you get a little bit lower defense, but you get all this extra offense, speed, and evasion. This is very strong. And I feel like this can be nasty. Like I'm thinking, I know we just got Commander Ahsoka, and she's great with Rays and JMKs, and even like Beskar Mandos. But like imagine if like the Commander Ahsoka got this overconfident buff. It can't be copied or resisted, right? And she has that on top of that Commander Ahsoka's unique, right? That is a lot of bonuses there. That would be a disgusting team. I'm not saying that's going to be like one of the best teams out there, non-GLs, but I think that kind of leads to something else. And I just feel like this is definitely, leading up to something big. For one, I don't want to see a GL until like next year at least, like February or March at the very minimum, right? I hope though that this leads to something bigger, maybe like a legendary, maybe even a hero's journey. I don't know. I do know though that the Book of Boba Fett comes out at the end of this year. I'm pretty dang sure. So that could mean something there as well. I'm just trying to think of all the other characters that we haven't gotten from the Mandalorian TV show. But I really do believe that, especially with like no spoilers or anything, but like if you haven't seen the last season of Mandalorian, she was a pretty big part to the ending there, right? So I do think that she is going to lead into something a bit bigger. So that's a bounty hunters right here. We come back in the game, the bounty hunter team. I feel like whether you have her added in or not, she's not going to be doing that much in the current state of these 5 best bounty hunters, right? Right? So then we come down to the scoundrels, and this is where I'm getting at. I feel like the scoundrel faction, it's already a huge faction. This is only going to get better over time. Right now, the best 5, I'd say for the Beskar Mando team, it's not even that great of a team, honestly, but the best 5 would be Beskar Mando, Quill, IG-11, throwing in like a Nest in there, and a Dengar. Those are really strong 5 right there. So we're talking about a Fennec. She now can be slotted in there. She's got a bit more dark side synergy though. So, using that one special, her first one that gives out overconfident, it's going to be used once to gain overconfident. And then the second time you use it, that's when she can spread to all other scoundrels. And then you get, of course, all those bonuses on top of the other unique with her own path on Commander Ahsoka, which is disgustingly great, by the way. So I think Fennec, we just barely got, for GLs, we just barely got Kenobi and Lord Vader. Lord Vader, for I would say nearly 99% of the player base out there, they won't be getting a Lord Vader anytime soon. So the GL talk, I feel like it's just way too quick to introduce another GL already. However, I feel like this could mean that she is a requirement for some big event, GL or not GL. And I think, just the way her kit looks and the way I'm reading it here with her one special, her basic, and even her, like, unique, it just seems like there's something missing here, guys. A lot of synergy here with the Beskar Mando. So the Book of Boba Fett comes out here later this year. It's October right now, right? So next couple months. Easily could see that Boba Fett from Book of Boba come out in the game, whether it's a legendary or whatever, GL or whatever you want to call it, and have direct synergy with this Fennec Shan. Because I feel like in the past they've done stuff like that. You know how we've gotten Darth Revan, and then BSF comes out, and they're like very intertwined into each other's kit. It could be something just like that. You never know. Because I do believe that they have gone back and like added in these clauses and these phrases to like really synergize different characters after the other ones released, right? So they could do that with Fennec as well. But biggest talk right now is this going to be a new GL? Is it going to be a new GL or not? I don't know, because if we're going off of the previous pairing of GLs, if the next one is some Book of Boba Fett GL or whatever you want to say, what would be like the other pair for that person? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe that's going to be something that we can only know over time as we see that new TV show come out. But at the moment, I have no idea. I definitely think the next GL would be a Scoundrel, because almost every single one here is Force sensitive. I feel like they got to go and do something that's not force sensitive at all. I think that'd be just so cool. So we'll have to see. Some GL with like a blaster would be a dope GL. Like imagine like a Book of Boba Fett GL, man. That'd be cool. Also, you know, we've gotten some new ships too. Like this could also mean something with fleet. We never know. They could easily add in like a new Slave 1. They could add in some more fleet there. So many things out there. But Fennec, guys, definitely is gonna be alluding to something big coming down the line. So I think that's about it. I just kind of wanted to give my initial thoughts here. But yeah, a GL Mando or a GL Boba for sure. I have no idea the requirements for that. They could easily just like say, hey, you gotta have IG-11 and Quill, like all these other past requirements, like a Grief from the TV show, and then on top of these new marquees or whatever they're gonna add in here soon. But Fennec was definitely coming out of left field. I did not expect to see a Fennec Shand coming out anytime soon. I know she was a pretty big part to the TV show, and especially the ending of Season 2 of Mando and how it's going to come into play with the Book of Boba Fett. But, yeah, I think there's definitely something here. There's a leadership on her kit as well. I wouldn't say it's the best one, but it does have some cool things, kind of similar to Commander Ahsoka, where if you have lower allies than the enemies do, then you have a bit more bonuses. I don't know. It's meh. It's meh. But, she is pretty cool. I do like a lot of this. My favorite part, I feel like, to her kit is not just her first special, but also this other unique. She has 2 uniques, by the way. On the Zeta unique, it says she gains 10% stacking offense until the end of the encounter whenever she gains Tenacity Up. So I do feel like another part here as to why we're going to get something else is because there's not many people out there who give out Tenacity Up, right? So... right, I just feel like there's something out there that we're gonna get that's gonna give out Tenacity Up, right? I know Beskar does, but I just feel like there's gonna be something else coming out that is gonna just spam Tenacity Up and just synergize so well with. If you guys can't read it, it's right here. Gonna just synergize so well with Fennec. So that's about it. I think Fennec is alluding to something very big coming out here soon.